Hi everyone, today we will set up a new planted tank using Epiphyte plants. This will be an unusual and unconventional approach to set up a planted tank. We will try to achieve goal of a lush planted tank without using any fertile substrate. The reason we are avoiding substrate is simply because the plants used in this aquascape are mostly epiphyte and they don't require substrate to thrive. Later in this video, I will explain what I meant by epiphyte plants. This is the hardscape for our 10-gallon rimless planted tank. The entire structure is made of different type of woods and dragon stones. I used at least 20 plus small to medium wood pieces to create this structure. All wood pieces are glued together using a super glue and the entire structure is glued with dragon stones for stability. Once completed, it will be a single structure which I will simply place inside my new 10-gallon planted tank. As woods are glued together and secured with a heavy stone, once we fill up water in tank, the woods will not float. It took 5 days for me to create the entire hardscape. I waited 2 days to ensure the structure is secured and not falling apart. I used only epiphyte plants in this nano aquascape. Epiphytes are a group of plants which don't require substrate to thrive. They normally attach themselves with rocks and wood and take up nutrients from water. Anubias, fern, moss are classic examples of epiphyte plants. I simply wedge these plants in rock crevices and tied few with driftwoods using cotton thread. After 1 month, I added some decorative sand at front to enhance the look. Based on my experience, I have observed there will be less or no diatom or brown algae outbreak if sand is avoided in this type of setup in initial 1 month. I used nitro lead to light this tank. Epiphyte plants require medium to low intensity light. This LED suffices my tank's light requirement perfectly. For filtration, I use a simple hang-on back filter filled with Sikkim matrix as biomedia. I do use pressurized CO2 in this tank. The diffuser is placed at the back side of the tank. Pressurized CO2 is must for any kind of planted tank based on my experience. Without CO2, your tank will never have the green lush look. I even observed that it's far easier to balance the planted tank if you use CO2. I never had any algae issue in this planted tank and the credit goes to the medium light and pressurized CO2. I use estimative index fertilization method and dose do-it-yourself nitrate, phosphate and microelements in the tank. At weekend, I reset nutrients parameter in water by doing a large water change. I normally tend to do 75 to 80% water change. I'll share more details of my planted tank and planted tank husbandry in separate videos. For the time, let's just enjoy the view. I appreciate you for taking time to watch this video. I'll request you to consider subscribing if you like my content. I'll expect to meet you in my next video. Till the time, take care, stay safe and goodbye.